Hello, hello, everyone. Uh, you're not early, I'm late. I don't know when this actually came available. I meant to have it scheduled for 2, so I'm not sure. Uh, but hello. Is anyone here right now? Anyhow, welcome to Jinx Media Live. Not gonna say Jinx Reacts Live because I'm not sure that that is going to happen right now. I just know that I am here to celebrate the amazing humans that have allowed this channel to grow like it has already. Kind of done an encore of sorts from what we did on Friday. And if you're new to the channel and you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm Gina Winks. I'm a dorky pro audio engineer, and fell into a rabbit hole of reaction videos a while back. I decided I want to do that. It looks fun. And now here I am, having a blast. All right, so if anyone's here, let's see. All right. So I've got hi Patty, hi Icon, Steve, Hable, Jay Newcomb. Let's see who else. Fleming. What time did you guys? How long? When were those original messages? Was it at 2 or was it before 2? Or well, I'm sorry. Whatever time it was equal to 2 Eastern, or was it even earlier than that? Because on my software on OBS, it said that like it was scheduled, and I didn't mean for it to be. It said it was scheduled for even earlier. I don't know why. I'm learning. I am learning slowly. So let's see, where can we start today? You can hello. Um hello Bob Wise. How is everyone today? How has your weekend been? I've had a freaking pretty fantastic weekend. Enjoying the journey of all of this, honestly. Oh my, Patty. Oof, I'm sorry. Yeah, I gotta figure stuff out. Uh yeah, I will be mindful of that. I had no idea until I went to like, oh, sign on, and it said, yeah. My goodness. Um so you Fleming, it is 8 here in Central Europe. Europa. Very cool. Jay Newcomb, you're on my side. Woohoo. Always nice. Fleming says, thanks for reacting to Angelina Jordan singing I Put a Spell on You. You are extremely welcome. It was a highly recommended and suggested of hers. I mean, the catalog and the list of recommendations was pretty much as massive as her, 200 plus whatever. But that was across the board one of the most suggested. Thank you. Thank you. All right. No problem. I didn't stare on an empty monitor. Well, that's good. Jay Newcomb says, saw that too. Great reaction. Thank you. Bob says, I have loved your reaction to Angelina Jordan. Can't wait for more. That rabbit hole is deep. Absolutely. Extremely. And I'm so excited. Um, and yeah, I think that the next thing I will do, reaction video wise, is her Norway's Got Talent, all four of them. And then at that point, I will start some form of schedule for the show where, like, once a week, Angelina, and then there's, Falling in Reverse, Ren, and Wild Card Day, and a deep dive tech day is what I'm thinking. Potentially a couple different wild card days, depending on how many people I want to do weekly. Um, we angels love to see reactors speechless. I don't know how one could not be speechless. Awesome. Glad you like that. Fleming says, good AJ plan. I wish I got to figure out a few other tech things on the streaming end, because I know there's got to be a way to show the chat window that I'm seeing on my screen, but it doesn't work the same, or it doesn't seem to work the same as if I were to grab the window capture. So I'm trying to figure that out. Random thoughts. Same as we renegade. Don't forget. Oh, no, I won't forget Chinchilla. I think she's going to be one of, I think she's going to be one of my weeklies. Yeah. Jay says it was funny at the end of your Friday session. You started making a personal phone call. It was still streaming. I thought, it was so funny when I realized it. I was calling my son, of all people. But that was hilarious. I was like, oh. So I took that live down, if you noticed, but I did the replay and cut that part off because I was like, oh. Now I know there's multiple. If you don't just press stop streaming, you have to confirm you want to stop streaming, which makes sense. Let's see. Most streamers use a second monitor, keep the chat separate. Okay. I do not. Things that I get to update the Patreon page with in regards to goals. I currently, which is fantastic, don't mind it, have one screen for my computer, but it is a largish screen TV, which is fun and all, but I very much look forward to having a setup where I have double monitors. And I've been needing that for editing audio anyway for a long time. That is true. You do see it. I just didn't know if I probably could have looked. I didn't know if it shows up when people watch the replay. The chat. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay. May I let's see. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm going to say it one time and guess, and then I'll just probably call you maybe Pool. So Sahadev Pool says, what will the deep dive tech days be about? So basically, it will either be one of two things. One of my all-time favorite videos, or things that I've already seen and I want to really kind of just do commentary in regards to background and story, or different effects used that I just geek out on, or I just kind of go into more of the audio geek side or the production geek side of things. Whereas when I'm doing my reactions when I've never heard something before, I don't have the capacity to like think in that techie brain. I mean, I'll point stuff out if it comes, if it's like extremely like hits me, like with certain tech things or whatever, but I have noticed that I don't dive into that realm when I'm just hearing something and seeing something for the first time. Unless it's video. Video is a little bit easier to dive into because you're literally seeing the visuals like, oh my gosh, that particular shot or that way that they panned this or whatever is easier to point out than like, ooh, the reverb on this or the layers of this vocal or, you know, different things like that. I will go into kind of that production side of things. I also want to say that a lot of people have asked about that. And I will say, while I have been doing audio engineering for 15 plus years, it's just this weird thing of I know and understand the stuff, but the lingo, it's just a weird thing. I'm not like, which I guess is good for like, you know, anyone who's not in the uh, industry, but I don't use all the right technical terms. I'm just, it's my vocabulary doesn't work that way, even though my brain does. It's a weird thing. Okay, you can turn chat on and off when watching replay. Good to know. Like why I don't know these things. I watch YouTube, but like I dove into doing these reactions just for I mean fun, which is all it will always be fun. But I didn't do research about like the functions and such with YouTube. So okay, so at the top of the chat there is also a top chat live chat option. If you aren't on live chat, you can miss people's messages if the chat gets busy. Right. As someone that has followed Angelina for about 10 years, I can truly tell you you are in for so many treats, and I envy you this discovery. I don't doubt it at all, and I'm so excited. Those are so I'm currently in my podcast recording studio. So back behind me, thank you for asking. That is 4 microphones on the PSA Rode arms, and the microphones that I use for my clients or anyone recording podcast in the studio, they are Procaster microphones by Rode. And then you'll also see this mix board here that is directly connected to all of the microphones back there. That's what I run when recording my clients. And that is the Rodecaster mix board, the original one. They have a second one out now. Jake Newcomb had asked, what are the 4 adjustable things over my right shoulder? So that's what's up. Those are the podcast mics. And then I set it up like a living room. I set this studio up to be very comfortable, and you know, because not everyone's comfortable talking in front of a microphone, especially at first. It feels strange. So I wanted to make it like a living room as much as I could. And people seem to like it. Let's see, I'm catching up on chat. I wish I knew how to pronounce things. How do you spell it? Sphare, Gilseth. I wish y'all could like voice chat me and be like, "Biatch, this is how you say my name." All right, snowstorm outside the window here. Good to sit inside and watch your show. You say Oslo region? Where's that? And what time is it for you? Steve Abel, I don't envy the discovery, I relish it. The whole point of reactions for me is to experience the music I love for the first time through someone else's ears. I love that. I love that. Raining in Denmark, Copenhagen. It is freezing here in Ohio, U.S. Yeah. Um, I know for a fact that this morning it was temperature of 7 with -3 wind chill. All right, Cody says, "Oh yes, you are into sound and audio. That's why I recommended seeing Angelina's I who have nothing, as she is in a studio for the first time. By the way, happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Cody J. No, Coyote J. ADD and just all the things. Bear with me. I appreciate it. Let's see. We got Patty says a little bit snowy here in Germany. Michael R, my name is pronounced just as it looks. Thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate it. uh Norway, okay. And so 28. So that's wait. Math is a thing. So it's 8:30. Bob says, what part of Ohio? I'm in West Virginia. Central. I'm Central Ohio. I was just going through West Virginia at the end of the year when I was visiting family in Florida. Steve says, it's quite cool over here in England. It's nice to. Why am I having a blank? It's not. I know you guys aren't Fahrenheit. Why am I having a blank as to what that's called? I am. I know what it is, but my brain is whatever. So what is? Yeah, 2. So is that like 30? That's like 30 something. Anyhow, I've had to put a t-shirt on. Yeah, I mean, that's 47 degrees in Maryland. Is BMT? Y'all bear with me. Hi from David Mars says hi from New Northwest England. Very cold here too. I've liked your reactions thus far. I can't say AJ is my thing, but came across your Ren videos and liked them. Thank you so much. I absolutely love Ren. And I happened upon Ren via, or I'm sorry, I happened upon Angelina via some Ren fans, renegades, and I love this community of like renegades and angels and the group of humans that are all about falling in reverse like I like it, and I can't wait to get into Chinchilla. But it just blows my mind the support and the interaction engagement from all of you with the comments and the info and the suggestions and the compliments, such it's I feel all the love. Let's see. Washington State, and we are on day 3 of freezing temps. Not fun. Not fun. Our winds are insane right now here. Charles Collins says Santa Rosa, California, 11:28, 56 degrees and sunny. Just rub it in our faces. No kidding. No, that's awesome. Ciao. You can call me Bill. Okay, I'm gonna need to write that down to remember. Because you can call me Bob. Were you being silly? Or Bill? You would check the endless love as far as I'm concerned. Okay, you can call me Bill. You should check out Endless Love as far as I'm concerned. Angelina took the song away from Lionel and Diana. That is, I am, ooh. Well, that's a fun statement. Patty says, I think both communities, Angels and Renegades, have a wide range in music. I 100% agree with that statement. 100%. Fleming says she's not in the studio for the first time. She is 7 singing I Who Have Nothing, but it's her first time singing that song in the studio. Good to know. Jay Newcomb says, I was trying to say that 2C equals 2C from the earlier comment. That's what I was wondering, if that's what you meant. Steve Hable. Marsh, I get it, but singers like Colby, why do I not know? Christina Perry, Sia, you can totally dislike the manufactured pop and love the voice. Ooh, I like that. That's a good statement. That's how I feel. I'm a huge pop fan. Like I as an audio engineer, I don't like music, mixing, editing, all of that is not my specialty. It is not my zone of genius. It is more so working with dialogue, via obviously podcast, but audiobook, voiceover, sound design. So that's one reason I don't get super technical with the music editing and such, but as an audio engineer who went to school for it and learned all the things and have experience with it, it's so fun, honestly, to listen to pop music that is well produced. And some people might say overproduced, but man, but no, like if it's done well, it sounds awesome, and it's cool, like that people can do that. I bet you will also love the Scandi folk pop. I don't know what that is. All right. Is anyone else on here who has not said hello? If you are here, let me know. Say hi. And let me know how your weekend has been and where you're coming from. And thank you all for being here. Name a professional pop singer I like a lot. Oh my god, I have a lot of them. Okay, first and foremost, Katy Perry. Like y'all can I am funny because I'm like a non-judgment zone, but y'all can judge me, I don't mind. But Katy Perry is first. Like if I could hang out with her and ask and talk to her about all the things, I would. Very much of, I feel, a kindred spirit. Her style is just so fun. Very kind of tongue-in-cheek a lot. Let's see, Patty, Aurora, Word Runner, Heilung, and many more. I will check those out. I know that Aurora has been one that it's on my list for sure. Roy says, hi from Norway. How are you? K Clone, hello from Iowa. Thanks for being here. DK, hi from UK. Originally Poland, so apologies for an accent. No apologies needed. Is that Andreas? Hi from Sweden. Hello. Thank you for being here. What time is it in Sweden? I always like to know that. I'm curious. So, thank you, DK. Says great reaction on Angelina. I mean, I'm just I love I love I love the compliments of like great reaction because it's just how I react. It's just how it is. And I had no idea that people would so much enjoy it. I mean, which sounds funny to say because the reason I started this was because of how much I enjoyed watching other people react to things. So it shouldn't be surprising. It's just when it's you on the other side, or at least for me, being on the other side, like me being the one reacting, you think, why would they want to watch me? Like, not, if that makes sense. Like, it's not, it's a weird thing. But, and, I don't like to say but, and I absolutely love the love. Ole Jensen. Hello from Denmark. Hello. Thank you for being here. So, what do you guys want to know? Ask me some more questions. I would say suggest some more songs, but the insanely amazing long list that I have will keep me very busy for a long time. I love people loving the same thing as me. Simple and you found Ren. So says Garage Pad. And it does, like, you get to feel that it's like an empath thing or something. Like you get to, I know how that is. I do. Like, how fun is it to have that connection with people of like, oh, this is like, she's excited. She's as excited as I am. What? Jay says, the main reason I enjoy watching your reactions is that they don't seem forced and you give your honest opinion. That is, thank you. And it is, that's 100% just what it is. I can't be, it is impossible for myself to be anything other than 100% honest at this point in my life, which took a long time, actually. A year and a half ago, I would not have ever decided to come on YouTube and do anything. I've done a lot of work on that. I am now just 100% all me. And I like the saying of like, hey, I am not for everyone, and I am 100% okay with that. I'm mostly here for Ren reactions, but I do enjoy Angelina as well. Thank you for being here. And I'm so excited to get into more Ren. I don't know if you heard, or if, I can't remember if I said on the videos, but I'll say it again here. I said it earlier. I am definitely thinking of doing a weekly Ren reaction, a weekly Angelina reaction, and a weekly Falling in Reverse reaction, as well as Chinchilla. I didn't name her earlier, but I want to do at least one or two more of hers. Well, I haven't actually done her on her own, so I need to do a few of her solo stuff. And then I want to do definitely a wild card and then a deep dive tech day where I really get geeky. Um, on either songs that I absolutely love myself and know, or on songs that I have done a reaction for the first time here on YouTube and then a deep dive into it after hearing it more times. Patty says, LOL, whole Scandinavia is here, I see. I'm half Finnish, living in Germany. Jay says, how old is your son? He is 12. Icon Steve says, how do you define a musician or an artist, and do you see a difference? Like define musician versus artist? Musician can be an artist. Really, the artist can be a musician as well. But I would say a musician is one that, like a studio musician, like someone that their job is to specifically add to whatever song or whatever it is, help the concept and help be part of the vision of the concept of whatever the song is. But a musician can also be an artist, which an example would be of things that I mean, all of it. Ren, Ronnie Radke, Maynard from Tool. But then artist is like, if it's just if there's the artist alone, they're gonna do co-writing. I would think. I would hope. Might do their own writing, but they are there to help maybe conceptualize the vision, like be the one to conceptualize the vision, and then like bring in the musicians to make that all possible. I mean, you could. That's kind of what comes up to my Celsius. Thank you, George. Sorry, I knew the name. ADD brain. Sorry, a very ADD thing, but I happened to see it in chat. All right. I'm gonna say SG. SG is what I'm gonna say because I don't want to like mess up names. SG, are you ready for another Norwegian artist? I mean, put out the name. I'll write it down. I don't know when I'll get to it, or I'll just put on like a wild card wheel and go from there. Okay, I'm gonna say MB. Hi from Budapest, Hungary. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Jay Newcomb, I may have gotten that incorrect, but I thought you said you had called your son at the end of the last live stream. I did. He was messaging me during the live stream asking me about a game he wanted to buy with a gift card. So, yes, I did call him. Yeah. Let's see. He actually just recently got his own phone, which is crazy to me, but it's like the thing. Icon Steve says, Incon. Why do I say icon? Steve, what? Steve. How do you define a musician? Oh, I already did that. Bear with me, y'all. Thank you for your patience. J Newcomb says, do fingers live on Hunger TV. Yes, actually, that is the next one that I will be doing in regards to Chinchilla. That was massively like recommended by many humans. So that will be my first like solo, because that's a solo one, correct? Is that correct? With Chinchilla fingers? Charles Collins, for me, your reactions make me feel like I did when I saw AJ sing Bohemian Rhapsody and I put a spell on you. It's like she's 13 and it's like she's 13 and she's 9. How is this possible? It's so genuine and fun. Well, thank you. It is just, it is. It is what it is. Okay. It's so funny because I've skipped over, I've accidentally skipped over stuff. Let's see. We've got Fleming says Central European time, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Poland, and many more. Okay. That's helpful. Exactly the same here. You see your favorite pieces through other person perception and taste and passion for music. Yep. That was DK. Thank you. I agree. Okay. I think I'm finally. Thank you guys. I appreciate your patience. SG says hello to all my fellow Nordics. Patty says musician also could be a more technical term like an orchestra. Yep, I do agree. Absolutely. Paul Wagner, hey folks from Germany, hello. Thank you for being here. Here in Denmark, it's strange. Fleming says, here in Denmark, it's strange if a kid age 7 don't have a phone. That's how it is now. When we went to get my kiddo's phone, we were explaining that, like, he's in 6th grade and he was basically the only kid without his own phone. And we had no idea. And the guy that was helping us was like, yeah, like, pretty much most 7-year-olds or 6-year-olds even have a phone by now. I'm like, what? I mean, I'm not surprised, but I am at the same. It's just a strange concept. Garage says, are you familiar with Aurora or Ginger? I have heard of Aurora via comments here. I have not checked them out. Ginger, I know, but not very well. So I definitely would want to check more out into that. Gary says, just want to say hi. I admire reasons for doing this. I subscribe because of your eyes. They seem to have zero chance of hiding your emotions in real time. Thank you very much. And that is 100% accurate. Zero poker face. Ron and Angela here, enjoying your channel, Gina. Thank you. Thank you. And you're welcome. Thank you, Ron, for being here. And I appreciate the support. Jay says, to everyone in the chat, have a blessed day. See you all next time. I'll be waiting on next live stream. Gotta go. Well, have an awesome day, Jay. Thank you for being here. Steve says, Tiffin. What is that? Anyhow. David Marsh, Chinchilla got through the first round of the British Voice singing her version of I Put a Spell on You, but wasn't chosen for the next round. I think she was a bit too unusual for their tastes. That does tend to happen on The Voice. The Voice was one of the competitions that when it first started here in, like the American one, that was one of my favorite competitions because I love that they do not get to see who it is. That was a fun series. I haven't watched it in a long time, and I like the way they go about it. But it's just like with any of those competitions, I've always I have my people that I'm like, absolutely, like this human should be the winning person, and for their sake, I don't want them to win. very similar to what the Angels have talked about in regards to AJ, not winning because of the contract, or not winning because she didn't sign the contract because it was not in her best interest. Ah, okay, okay. I love that. Thank you, Steve, for letting me know. Michael says, and it was recorded December 2022, so before her big blow up online. When did she blow up online? Kjell, hello from Norway. Thank you for being here. GaragePad, so glad Chinchilla didn't get through. They would. Why would she need it? She's better than that. Yep. Paul Wagner. But like the thing is it does help. Like obviously, you know, gets her name out there no matter what. And that's why I do think that competitions are good. It's like no matter what, if these people are good, their name is out there. And they have now connections to people in the industry. Paul Wagner, Aurora is worth a listen. Ethereal voice, especially her. I wish I Nidar's Doman. Yeah, I'm not sure how to say that, but concert. I will check that out. I will check out. I have so many things listed to check out. I'm excited. With Ren and all the TikTok stuff she does. When did so sometime in 2003, I guess. Yeah, because this is 2024. Let's see. Oh, one thing. I just had ADD because I was going to say something and then I got sidetracked. All right, Garage says Aurora absolutely needs to be live, like live reaction. I need to think about what days I can go live and when. Like because this Saturday and Sunday is like these are my weekends that I am able to stay in the studio for it's probably unacceptable number of hours. But it's every other weekend like that. During the week, it's hit or miss as to how often and how long I can be on. But I will definitely be doing some live reactions at some point. Patty, Chinchilla and Voice German television also refused to allow Electric Callboy to take part in the European Song Contest due to a lack of radio compatibility. Interesting. So they were trying to get onto it. By the way, I do absolutely love Electric Callboy. I will have reactions of them eventually. They're like, at this point on the wild card wheel that doesn't exist yet, but I get to work on this week. Chinchilla's YouTube shorts are funny as anything, especially expectations versus reality. She did one showing her YouTube views, followed by a clip of her card being declined buying a train ticket. That's awesome. I follow her. I follow her now. So I look forward to checking that out. How fun. Gary, very true about The Voice. I still watch this season. America was especially entertaining and the talent was incredible. I started the very beginning and I hadn't watched it in a few years. Honestly, after Adam Levine left, and it wasn't like, it was just ironically like after he left, for some reason I didn't dive deep into it anymore. But I love watching those shows. Again, like when I'm watching those shows, I'm doing the things that I'm doing while I'm watching these, videos. I'm clapping, I'm crying, I'm laughing, just I'm all over the place. And that was part of the reason why I was like, let's do this online, because it's actually expected instead of like sitting with friends who are like, oh my god, Gina, shut up. Not that they really not that they say that all that often. Sometimes they're like, all right, that's enough. I'm sure it gets frustrating. Very cool. I'm glad I said it right. I probably won't be able to say it right again. Okay, Jill. SG. It's the it's the cathedral in Norway. What does BR guy mean? Garage pad. Her live, not studio. Garage pad. So Chinchilla didn't get through. Okay, live Aurora. Dave, I am good. I'm excited to be here. Like, blown away by support and the growth of the channel. So I'm just here to celebrate more. How are you? Gary, I share your pain, man. Steve, how many talent show winners can you remember, though? One I will say is Philip Phillips. Um, which I don't know. That was oh my goodness. Why am I having a blank? Philip Phillips was one of the very few seasons of that competition that for some reason I can't freaking think of what it's called. Um, one of the few seasons of that I watched, and then as soon as American Idol, I'm like, what the hell? So Philip Phillips from American Idol, way back in I don't know when, earlier days. I remember him. And actually, I'm sorry. Actually, I remember him, and he was runner up. And I remember thinking, I am glad he didn't win, because he could do his own thing. So yeah, it's interesting. I don't often remember. I don't often remember the actual winners. I usually remember people that like are in the top three, like second runner up or third. Best regards, guy. Okay, thank you. Hello from cold Alberta. Hello, Rod. Gary, when it comes to people tiring of what I'm saying, when it comes to people tiring of what I'm saying. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Hello, Timothy Peak. So he says, so glad you found Ren. Hello from Fargo. Hello. I am extremely glad I found Ren as well. So talented and unique and fun and deep and the talent, just like AJ, like it's it's more than talent. These humans are gifted beyond belief, in some ways. Steve says, I have the same issue. I don't remember the winners, but I do remember the people with genuine talent who didn't win. And the thing is that's not a bad thing. That means that they it's a good thing it's cool that they got on, because they will at least be able to have so much of a larger following than they might have, you know, had they not gone, would that following be as big, type of thing. From AGT, I only remember Grace and this little ventriloquist, but I don't remember her name. I do remember the ventriloquist. Well, yes, Kelly Clarkson and Carrie Underwood, I do remember. They were that was successful, and then I remember the guy that was runner up for one of those two. I think it was Kelly, or was it Carrie? His name was Justin. I picture him, but I don't. Yeah, I remember him slightly. Joshua Ledet. I recognize the name, but I don't know. What show was it? Was it American Idol or AGT or? Dave James says, I'm good. Just popped in to say hi, and you're not scratched the surface yet. Oh, I know I have not. And I'm excited about that. Patty, the talent shows are actually just a nice showcase. I 100% agree. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's cool to see these people who have these freaking amazing talents and gifts. It's enjoyable. It's entertainment that we get to turn our minds off for a while. What I could say, hand on heart, is if Ren went on The Voice, he wouldn't he wouldn't win, because his talent is in his writing and emotion, not the perfection of his voice. Yeah, I agree. He wouldn't definitely want to win. I think that they would bring him through, which would also be a cool opportunity for him. But I see. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know. That is curious. I'd be curious to know if they'd turn around for him and get him into the competition. At least. I mean, he's so good and he's unique. So if if one of them is looking for that, but I don't know. That's interesting. I like that. But I definitely agree with you, Steve, on that. Fleming, could you consider using a specific part of your professional knowledge in your reactions? That's a good question, and I'm trying to think of how to answer it. Like a specific part of my professional knowledge. I would say that, yes, that is definitely a thing to do. I will also say that in the realm of reactions that are live, whereas they're the first time I'm seeing something, regardless if it's live or recorded, it's hard for me to be just on like focus. It's not that I'm focusing just on that, but it's hard for me to be like, see all the things and then also hone in on one tech thing. Uh but I definitely want to get into the professional knowledge of things. But like I said, I also don't get super, like, I'm not going to be like, okay, yeah, I know this is the Shure SM7B. Like, see, this is the issue. Like, I don't even know. I know the things, but I don't know how to verbalize them. So it's like I can't get super technical, even though I have been doing this stuff for over 15 years and know, like, okay, that microphone is good for this and for these reasons. As in, this microphone is good for broadcasting because it's dynamic microphone and it's directional, so it's not going to pick up all the sound around the room. Whereas a condenser microphone is awesome on vocals and it catches a lot of different dynamics within the voice. However, it is not a good thing to use a condenser microphone in the case of something like this, or like uh I'll get geeky right now. Like a lot of people, you'll sometimes see people use the Blue Yeti microphone. Um, that is a condenser microphone. It's also a USB microphone that is like super user friendly, and it is a good microphone. However, if their room is not acoustically set up, there will be lots of echo. There will be lots of feed, like you'll be hearing lots of things in the background. If they're not in a well padded room, not padded, but like if there is not a lot of things to absorb sound, it will get it won't be as clear. Joshua, American Idol season 11. I was not watching it at that time, so but I know the name. Amber Holcomb, My Funny Valentine season 12. I don't there was a lot of times that I did not watch American Idol. There was like a probably 15, I don't know how many seasons we're at right now, but there was a large chunk of time where I wasn't watching it because I got sucked into the voice. Wouldn't want to. Patty says I wouldn't want to live as a participant either. You'll be squeezed like a lemon, and contractually, you're no longer your own boss. Yep. Looking forward to your reactions, Gary says, to the big push. Think they are going to blow your mind. I am looking forward to them too. it's yeah, y'all gotta bear with me to catch up. I mean, there is no catching up, honestly, but to try to get to everyone that I want to get to, it will take time, and I am a-okay with that as long as y'all have patience. Okay. I say some things with attitude. Take it or leave it. It's not a bad thing. It just comes out that way sometimes. I think will.i.am would bring him through on the UK version, but they don't want individuality because that doesn't fit the cookie cutter. I agree. Yeah. Paul says, I remember the critics told Amira, you're only a winner of one of these TV shows, not a serious artist. Wow. Wow. I didn't know that. Garage Pass says, what's your background? And then later on you say, I think I got my answer. I could go further, but yeah, I went to school for audio engineering and music, or I'm sorry, music production and music tech and media production is what my degree is in. So it was mainly the audio tech across the board. So mainly on music and sound design for film, things like that, as well as I did some video projects and production in general, and I for a long time worked part-time as a audio tech live for conferences and concerts. Well, I was working an unfortunate office job for way too long. And 2015, Jinx Media became a thing. I was still working uh, full time in an office. 2017, I said, screw it to the man, and went full time with Jinx Media, and was starting. So during that starting point of when I went full time, I was doing voiceover and um, via Fiverr.com, which I like to call paid practice. And then alongside of like VO and audiobook stuff, I was working with one of my previous instructors who does live audio, and he basically, I mean, he didn't hire me full time, but I was a contractor. I was a freelance basically, but yeah, I worked for a live tech company for a couple years, and then 2019 was when I decided I wanted to get into podcasting. I don't have my own personal podcast. I help my clients get theirs out, record, edit, publish, and 2019, late 2019 was when I got the studio, and I'm here, and now I'm doing YouTube. Did not expect it. So there's an even longer version of my background. Garage pad. Right. Evan says if you get a chance, check out third place American Idol Haley Reinhart and Postmodern Jukebox. Does great cover of Creep. Why do I think that I seen that? Because I know I seen someone do Creep, and that's a fantastic song. Dave James, Gary Gold, me as well. The Big Push are awesome. I cannot wait to see them. They are. It is coming up at some point. I promise. I'll stick a like on that, Rod Evans. I like that. That was a funny way of responding. I'll stick a like on that. Timothy says she was amazing. Fleming says, pretty sure it's a good thing you say some tech knowledge and common language as you just did as part of a reaction. Yeah. And that's definitely what deep dives will be for too. Like if I don't get into tech stuff, which actually if you want kind of an example of that, or probably the best type of example of the production side of me getting into things, would be my Falling in Reverse Watch the World Burn, not the live version, but that video. I really dive deep into some of the production aspects as well as storytelling in regards to what some of the scenes mean. But that's definitely more of a technical thing because I know that song well and I know that video so well that I was able to really dive into that side of things, which is why I would want to do a deep dive day where it's really getting into this tech stuff, whether that be again something I know and love already or a part 2 deep dive on Sick Boy for Ren, you know, like, or whatever, because yeah, that will happen someday, FYI. Deep dive into Sick Boy and Power. Those two immediately I was like, these are amazing techie. I'll have fun with those deep dives. Patty, I use the Blue Yeti Read Fairy Tales for YouTube. I love it. It's a good microphone. There are multiple of my clients that I suggest using the Yeti. It's a good microphone. I just always give them a heads up, like, just be mindful of the space that you're recording in. But it is a good microphone. Bear with me. Gary, LOL, I can take it? I don't know what that's in reference to. Roy. Samurai Swords acoustic version. I don't know how to say that. The song Samurai Swords, the acoustic version. What is the highest Sakate? Tell? Postmodern Jukebox is amazeballs. All right, Steve says, if you think Power and Sick Boy are techie, I can't wait for you to hear Seven Sins. Ren created Seven Sins as an opening track as Sick Boy album, and it is wow. I keep getting, YouTube keeps telling me to see, keeps suggesting it. And I'm like, I don't want to watch it until I react to it. So, that might be my next friend thing. Because YouTube keeps telling me to watch it. But again, I'll watch it and I'll react and see it for the first time, and then I'll do a deep dive. Or maybe I'll be able to like be in that mind. It just kind of depends on where my head's at that day, too. And I'm getting a little more comfortable with this whole process. It's definitely a work in progress. So I think I'll definitely in general get better at organizing my thoughts. It's got a lyric video now. Ooh. That's fun. Okay. Hayasakite? Hayasakite is a Norwegian group with a fabulous female singer. Well, I will look forward to checking that out. I need to, hold on. I thought I had a pencil right by me. I don't. I can copy this, I think. Maybe not. Okay. I am making a note, mental note. Dave J says you're doing great. Well, thank you. So, I'm trying to think. What do you guys want? What do you guys want from this? Other than I will say I don't know that I'll do a live reaction this time. Maybe I won't. I don't know. How long have you been here? A little over an hour. Got some jammer. He just released it as lyric video. It may be a clusterfuck to do it as a first watch deep dive, though. Then again, it would be amazing to watch you do an hour-long video. I mean, some of these deep dives will be long, extremely long videos. Okay, so that would be why I know exactly. I saw that. That's what they YouTube was telling me, the lyric video. Gary, in reference to you saying take it or leave it when you were talking about patience, trust me, there is no need for you to rush. As your channel grows, you will not be able to keep up. That is true. I do need to remember that. And normally I'd be like, oh, you know, I'm at the point of like, everything surprises me and doesn't surprise me at the same time. My numbers constantly surprise me, and I think they always will, if it continues this way. And at the same time, I'm getting to the point of like, yeah, it surprises me, and okay, cool, I'm here for it. I get to accept it. And it's not like it's hard to accept. It's just unexpected in the best of ways. And yay for I think it's cool that there are these super chat things. Um and so they do exist now. I got monetized really way faster than I thought I would too. Anyhow, well actually, and I never even thought I would be monetized. Let me just say that too. Um, but I love the idea of the super chats because it allows people to get the opportunity when when these chats are crazy, you know, not crazy, just extremely busy. It gets the opportunity for people to be noticed and be that like first priority to respond to. And at the same time, it's just it's an interesting concept, I guess is what I'll say. Um, and it's cool and it's fun and exciting because my first lives, I got a few of them already. I'm like, I hadn't even talked about that as an option. Uh, so that was a random weird tangent, but along the lines of like, eventually I needed to remember I'm not going to be able to keep up with these chats. Uh, so I know I had a thought and a question that I wanted to ask you guys. Oh, let's see. Fleming, oh, please mark with a like or heart those comments you read after your post reactions. After you post reactions. Oh, yes. Um, I have been attempting to keep up with that. And I know it's like I get to do that, yeah. I mean, and I was a while ago. Um, Steve says super chats are good, but you may want to look into alternatives like buy me a coffee. They take significantly less of the donation than YouTube does. Is that like so? I know that some people do. This was actually having a question in regards to that. You said about buy me a coffee, Steve. Is that when people use or what does YouTube do? Again, I should know these things probably, but I was thinking about like putting links to my Cash App and Venmo or PayPal. Is that what like the buy me a coffee type thing is? Um, or is there like an actual like uh what am I saying? Like software? You don't have to make a reaction out of all the suggestions. Sometimes you just listen privately. Yes. I mean, I would not be able to make at least not like not overall. Over time maybe. Dave, I have not seen Ren's 1 million subs video yet. And I need to. I know. It is I do need to. Your reactions are very honest. We see you thinking and looking for the best way to put your thoughts. That's yep. And I think that's how it should be. And I do know plenty of reactors that like that's that I mean, that's why I was like, yeah, it's so nice to see that process of someone else, you know, processing the music and such. Steve says, you're better off having a link to your bio in the channel description that takes people to things like Venmo and PayPal. YouTube can, I mean, that's about things. Yeah, uh, that's what I figured. That sounds good. Link to my bio. Link to bio in the channel description. Yes, I will do that. Good. Thank you for the suggestion. Me and my friend actually were talking about that. She's helping me like brainstorm things for the channel, and we were like, what is the best way to go about giving links to PayPal, Venmo, Cash App? So that is helpful. Yes, I think I've seen that. I think I've seen others do that as well. And it's worth a try. Like, why not try? What in the Jesse fat fingers and small keys? Oh, and the I get you. I get you. I didn't even, my brain did not even process that was not spelled correct, that it was mistyped or whatever. My brain just read it as it was supposed to be. Am I a musician myself? That's a very good question. I would not call myself a musician. I will tell you that one of the reasons I do what I do, like all of this started in my obsession and interest in audio engineering, comes from the fact that one, I have had a massive passion for music since about 12, which I could go into why at that age, which I might do that. That will go deep into my background. But massive passion for music. I played saxophone from 5th grade through end of high school, and I loved it, but I was not a performer. Like, I could play, I could read music, but I wasn't naturally like gifted at it. Anything really that I do, I process slowly. I take my time, which I mean, it's not a bad thing, but like I was never naturally like, I want to be able to create a solo off the bat on my saxophone. And I've played guitar since high school. And when I say play, I mean noodling around since age 13 and never, ever actually learning any full songs. And I think that comes from the ADHD in me. So what I'm saying is I have a guitar in my studio and I love it and I mess with it sometimes. And but yeah, no, I'm not a musician. And the reason why I am in the audio tech industry is because I was like, all right, in high school I was like, I love all things music. I would love to be in a band, but I am not able to perform in that way on a stage or whatever, which I said this the other day. It's funny because here I am now on YouTube in front of who knows how many people. But I was not a performing musician of any, I was not at that level, but I wanted to be in the industry. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's go in the background, learn all the tech. And so I came into the industry with a very strong interest in music production, especially live production at concerts, which I have done a lot of. I mean, okay, I say I've done a lot of, like, I wouldn't, there's not been any big bands that I've worked with, but like in the town that I'm in, I have done numerous festivals and things like that. Um, but then when I was in school learning all of this, I got I got to learn sound design for film and media, and I just fell in love with that. So here I am in the studio. I would love to be a musician. My brain just has never been able to hyper focus on it though. I am also just an artist who loves looking at good art. As an average multi instrumentalist and painter and illustrator and craftsman, but in nothing high end. All you have to is transport emotions. I 100% agree with that, Patty. That's a really good way to say that. One of the things that I like to say, this is like something that I literally have in front of me looking at. And this is kind of my goal for my clients, my goal for my vision for Jinx Media, my vision now for YouTube, the channel here that I had no idea would exist. But like one thing that I kind of like a mission statement type of thing. It's like I create spaces for people to come in and to experience comfort, to create comfort for themselves, and to create safety within themselves. To get excited when I get excited. I want to transmit my feelings of comfort and safety and excitement. I desire for the audience to hear that and to be changed by it. To see that they can do that themselves. So there's a little tangent on what my vision is to help whatever audience I am speaking to. Anyone who can get a tune out of an instrument is good tier to me. I couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. And what I lack in vocal ability, I make up in foreign volume. I'm very, very loud. uh, I wish I could. I would, if there's anything that I would, I say this and I'm like, would I? I don't know. If there's anything that I would be able to truly focus on, if I allowed the time to make for it, it would be to learn how to properly professionally sing. Although I would have a lot to work to do. Yes, GaragePad. When I stumbled upon Ren and the Renegades, I was like, oh my god, these are my people. These are my people. Because of how just, Ren is no bullshit. Zero. And that's where I am. And he transmits those feelings. Gary says that is exactly what you're accomplishing. Yeah, as I read that, I'm like, oh, okay. I made that statement about 6 months ago. I wrote that down. Having no idea. Everyone asks if I have if I have a podcast of my own. Ironically, I've started 2 podcasts with each 2 or 3 episodes, I don't think either of them are out published anymore. Because I don't do stuff that doesn't give me energy. And it's not that I don't want to, like, one of my original ideas for a podcast was make an impact on purpose, because it's something that I talk about all the time. And I would have people like tell their story, just be straight up, you know, and it's a great idea. And it's not that I never had the physical and emotional energy to put the time in. Don't know why, because it was fantastic concept and idea. But then when I started doing these reactions prior to even having very much of a following, just getting like one or two comments on my videos, I'm like, people are actually watching. And it brings me energy to do this. And again, I want to transmit that energy. I'm not going to do something that's disingenuous, even though, yeah, I want to help people make an impact on purpose. And I thought I wanted to do that via podcast, and maybe I will someday when I have the correct energy to do so. But right now, as soon as I realized what this is and that people are watching and that I'm having a blast and that I have the energy, I'm making the time, I'm doing it. Like this. Totally unexpected. So, there's that. Maybe so 5K sub stream by Valentine's Day. Let's go. Sure. Yeah, let's 5K by Valentine's Day. Oh my gosh. That's a month. My buddy, a buddy of mine on Discord said he was like, I'm calling it now. 2K by the 15th. I'm pretty sure that's happening. I mean, considering last I looked, it was 1880 something. Y'all. Or maybe it wasn't 80. Okay, it's 80 now. 1883. One more video and then, no doubt. Dave, I play guitar about 6 hours a day, not to perform for people, just my own entertainment. And that is how it should be. In a way. I would say yeah, that's how it should be. If that's that gives you energy and it helps you, then that's awesome. It is also cool to help share that journey, but only if you feel like you want to or should. Mavis says, you're growing so fast. This is awesome for you. Yeah. There's the like no poker face and the like cracky voice. Blows my mind. Steve, I sing all the time at work. We wear headsets. I warn them all, though. First, Brittany, Steve is online. It doesn't matter if you aren't good at all. If you love doing it, do it is my motto. I love that. Oh, I sing. Oh, I sing out loud in my car. That's where I sing out loud in my car. I think I'm Christina Aguilera. When it comes from your heart, it'll work. Absolutely. Can't force stuff like this. I mean, I guess you can. People do. But it doesn't create happiness in themselves. They might think so for a little bit. But yeah, like, especially in the last year or so, I have just learned that I'm just, there is no BSing with me. Like, I don't have the ability to put energy into masking anymore. And I don't know if you guys, in America, I think all throughout, we talk about like, neurodivergency and, growing up masking, trying to be what everyone expects from you. And nope, not going to do it anymore. So, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this. I was like, oh, this looks fun. I'm going to do it. And it has, from day one of uploading, when, I got a few views. The energy was there. And it just keeps growing. The channel and the energy. Is it Hosco? Hoscow? Haas. I'm going to call you Haas, if you don't mind. I arrived late, but I arrived. There is no late here. I mean, unless you see replay. But still, you're good. I arrived late. I didn't get on until 2:11 my time. And somehow I could just figure it out. Apparently, I had it available for people to get on live before I was. So you're all good. Garage pad, good for you. Thank you. It takes a lot of work to unravel a lot of masking and shame that was, yeah. There, I could go on about that tangent for a very long time. But yeah, it took a lot for me to get to where I am right now. But damn, it feels good. Steve. That's the best life lesson anyone learns. Do it for yourself, regardless of those who try to hold you back. Just have fun. The rest comes with time. Exactly. Like I've said this whole time and in my videos and over again to myself and my friends. I'm like, I can't believe this. It will come with time. I can't remember when my first video was, but I know as soon as I started doing even when I was doing Falling in Reverse, I had followers, and then I did Ren and it just started to blow up. Then I did Angelina and it blew up more. And the speed of which the is just forever will blow my mind. Whether or not that speed continues, this beginning of the journey is wild and amazing to me. All right, Mavis, you doing what you are doing is drawing viewers. Have fun with it. Do what you want to do. A lot of YouTubers say when they start making content for others, it gets tedious. It does. I haven't done it for YouTube before, but I have tried to do what I think I should do in the past. For example, when I tried to get a podcast of my own started. No, I really needed at that time what I felt best at and where my energy was at was helping others get their podcasts out. And I still is. But when you talk about like when they start making content for others, it gets tedious. Yeah, when you start making content for others, or if you are doing something that you think you should, it gets tedious. When you're doing something that just sounds fun and have energy around it, it's a blast. You have the time, you make the time. You have more time than you ever realized, which is a weird concept, especially like single co-parenting mom, me. The co-parenting massively helps. Hence the reason I'm able to be like here on the weekends right now. Um, but that's a little tiny bit of background. And you know, the fact that like I'm a business owner, mom, co-parenting, all the things. But when I found this and when I decided to do this, the time is here. Like I'm able to do it because I want to do it. Anyhow, post what you want to post. Oh, sorry, I got post what you want to post, what you want to see, and we'll keep watching. Thank you. Gary, if our feedback serves you as fuel and have little chance of failure, you are doing exactly what you should be, exactly when you should. Thank you. Haas, yes. Yep, Angelina community is really something. It's a beautiful thing. The entire group of humans, and for me it's a mixture of renegades and angels and my falling in reverse people that probably aren't here right now. I don't know. Let me know. But I know they're there. Regardless, what I'm saying is overall, this community of people that I get to foster at this point is freaking amazing. They're my people. You're my people. So cool. And that's what happens when you do what you're meant to do. You speak to the people that are meant to hear you. I'm just gonna like cry this whole rest of the thing, probably. I don't know. I cry a lot if you haven't seen me talk about that. And it's because I just get passionate. The thing is, it's hard to talk. Lots of inspirational comments. Let me go the other way. It's a dog eat dog world out there, and I'm wearing milk bone underwear. Sunshine, that is, I love that. Thank you. I love that. That's fantastic. This community already is growing well. You have picked the right artists. I've just, yeah, picked what stands out in me. Which is hard because there's so much of a list that I do want to dig in, but I go with the flow as to, okay, this is the thing that I can't stop thinking about. This is the artist or this is the song. This is the thing that I feel is highlighted most or that I see most and that makes me intrigued. Steve says, I discovered Ren last year, and the Renegades are almost a different breed of Rector fan. Almost Nightwish fans are just as dedicated. I love Nightwish. I'm trying to think if I've ever actually seen them live. And I do get to start. Nightwish was one of my potential weekly things, but I have not done a reaction to them yet. But I if there were to be 5 artists that I do weekly, and I don't know if this is for sure. I know for a fact weekly Ren, weekly Angelina, weekly Falling in Reverse. Which is ironic because that's all except for Hobson is the no, and then Chinchilla. Very likely. I haven't done one of hers, but one of hers alone. But likely Chinchilla and likely Nightwish. I'm not sure. That's kind of a thought process of mine, but I know for sure the 3 for sure. Ren, Falling in Reverse, AJ will be weekly. Patty says, yes, you are not alone with this old mental health problem that society pays no attention to. Yep. Um, Generational. And I know here, finally getting attention and finally finding ways to work through it and acknowledging it for what it is. And that's 3-4 years of therapy for me. 4 years. It's been 4 years of therapy for me. And like I said, in the last year is when I really started being able to let go. And maybe this Ren is just therapy. He hits with me on so many levels. 100%. You saw my reaction to Hi Ren. He hit on so many things, and I didn't even get to talk. I was so overwhelmed in the best of ways that I did not talk about all the things that just hit me. Sick Boy as well, especially, and oh my God, that trilogy, Screech, Jenny, and Violet, like all of it, every single one. I'm like, you get hit, like, oh my gosh, in such a cool way. Like, it's hard, it's deep sometimes, but it is worth it, and it's needed. Mavis, he's a rare talent. He really is. Patty, you have you have no time. You have to take your time. Yep. Sunshine, I'm a falling in reverse and Ren peeps. Yay! That's how I found Ren, was my falling in reverse people. So thank you, Sunshine. I don't know if you made a post, but I love it. I love it. I love that I found Ren via falling in reverse. Ronnie Radke, okay. I know that we've talked a lot about Ren and AJ, and both of them are amazing and unique and beautiful, and I could talk about them. But I haven't talked about Ronnie. And for those of you who don't follow Falling in Reverse, he is very similar in the sense of Ren, no bullshit, deep stuff. Whereas Falling in Reverse, Ronnie Radke, same thing, but extremely, I mean, very similarly not filtered in any way, and a lot of tongue in cheek as well. But the musical talent and genius, and again, all of these people that we've been talking about, AJ, Ren, Ronnie Radke, Hobson, I do actually want to do some more of eventually. Chinchilla, you know, these people are, I don't know so much about Hobson, but from what I saw of Bel Chow, it was awesome. Bella Chow. But point is, Ronnie Radke, AJ, and Ren are musically genius, gifted. The way that Ronnie puts out music that gets on the radio, but would not ever, you would never think would get on the radio, is what blows my mind, because he has so many layers to his production and meanings. And for example, the Watch the World Burn has no chorus. Has no chorus. It doesn't matter, because it's a freaking fantastic song, message, in your face. It doesn't need the standard I mean, you know, like Ren is the same way, similar way. Like, you know, you don't need to be following the standard way of doing things. You just have to speak truth. Some people want to hear it, some people don't. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, Steve. 5 seems like such a lot. I agree. I that's why I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's like 2 wild card days, where that's where I just have had the list of amazing other artists. It's great to have the aspiration, but you have to find a balance that keeps you sane. Yeah, and that's why I'm like, that's why I said this is just me brainstorming. I have no idea what will happen and what I'll have capacity for. Right now, I have a lot of capacity for it because it's a slow season for my podcast right now. Or not my but my podcast clientele. Um, I wrapped a whole series in December, um, and unexpectedly paused. One of the podcasts was paused for an unknown amount of time. So it's like I have a couple clients right now, and I have one on the way. So I have a lot more capacity for this right now, and it's like, and I think, and I am pretty dang sure that this gets to be on the roster. This is part of Jinx Media now. Obviously, but I did not think it would be a. I didn't think it would be something as part of the business, if that makes sense. But it looks like it gets to be, and I'm freaking excited about that because it gives me the energy of like I want to actually do this, and the amazing freaking community again. Your comments and your feedback and your thoughts and your suggestions just blow my mind, and I say it a million times, and I will continue to. There is no artist that made me cry as much as Ren, never ever. Well, I will say that I have a lot of artists that make me cry. But Ren and the fact of what he talks about and how deep he goes, for those who don't cry about everything ever, I can see why that would be the case. I don't cry about everything ever, but stuff that hits me, hits me. Mavis, for Joe gets me every single time. I lost my brother the same way. Okay, I have not listened to For Joe for a few reasons. I don't know exactly what happened. I kind of want to know the background. I know it's his friend. Is that correct? I get to this is when I get to tell you why I like to make why I say, like, you know, we wake up every day. We make an impact on people whether we know it or not. So, we get to make an impact on purpose. And that whole concept and my thought process around that comes from when I was 12. So, you want to get deep? We'll get deep, because, I mean, this is the community. And I'm excited to share because it's truly what, it's why Jinx Media exists. All the things. When I was 12, my brother was 18 and in a car accident and passed away. So I was at that time already playing saxophone. And the thing that kept me sane was music. So that passion of music turned into a passion of production, turn into music production, turn into a passion for sound and dialogue production. And here we are today. I know you want to take it slow and I want you to do things your way. My advice only maybe have a wild card day each week. Brings in new views and keeps your channel from being too monotonous. Yeah. And no matter what, I will have a wild card day. But I'm thinking I might get to do like a couple of those. But at least one a week, yes. I don't know what I just said, but one a week at minimum. Oh, and yes, I agree, Sunshine. So sorry for your loss. I always forget to say that, and I'll talk about that too. A lot of people will say like sorry for your loss. And I never know what to say that. And yeah, I think the correct answer is like thank you. I don't know. But I've always had a hard time like answering that or responding, and maybe you don't have to respond. I don't know. But because it's just the wildest thing. I am here and the person I am today because of that. Regardless of how messed up and how much that sucks, it's a reality, but it's a good thing. I could have gone really dark path, especially at the age 12. But I didn't. Something gave me the grace and wisdom to be like, no, we're gonna get through this and not be, not go down the darkness. And so yeah. Mavis says it happened in 2016. We find music to heal. 100%. This was it was my brother's accident was in 98. He was 18. Sunshine, I lost my dad shortly before then, and there are still days I have trouble missing him. Can't imagine my sibling. It's interesting, like everyone is different. Even if someone, being that Mavis lost their brother as well, even that sibling, it's individual for everyone. Like the experience is regardless is different for everyone, and it's still awesome to know that we can talk about it and that there are people who have at some level experienced that type of loss or a type of loss. But it's never I never say I understand, because that's not something you can't truly understand. Even if I met someone else who his brother died at 18 when they were 12 in a car accident, it's not going to be the same for us, but it's going to be darn close. We can have that connection of like, this sucks. And what can we make of it? Garage, why set it up? Maybe just do what seems what's right. Does it need to be planned? No, it doesn't. You're right. And with my ADD brain, I mean, sometimes routine is good. Some routine is important for me and helpful. And I do understand that it doesn't need to be planned. It's definitely helpful for me to know there's certain people I definitely want to touch on a regular basis. Steve, take the time to get about a month ahead with videos, possibly save the wild card to do each week. Even a Jinx says, watch this, where you highlight a particular favorite of your own. I like that. And the cool thing about a month ahead, I mean, I can, on weekends like this, and on my weeks following this, like this week, you know, I can knock out a lot of videos. We want to consider stream chat moderators. Also, this has been nice and friendly, but people will eventually pop in and be awful. Oh, I understand. Yeah, I do have actually some people in mind. I just have not set it up, actually. DK, sorry to hear that. Garage, sorry to hear that. Well, thank you. It's I'm here and doing what I'm doing, and I could not imagine it any other way. Maybe says sorry for your loss. Hello from Asheville. Hello, thank you for being here. Ozo? Also? Mavis, I think a lot of us feel awkward sharing sympathy also. Yeah, yep. Andreas. Joe was Ren's friend who jumped from a bridge in Wales when Ren was 19. Ren was just a few minutes too late. Oh. Yeah, that'll need like an entire box of tissues in front of me. I think Joe and Ren were 13. Could be wrong on that. Yes, you're probably right about 13. Mavis, talking about this being personal, being real, it always helps. I appreciate streamers that are willing to talk about this stuff. Again, this is what I'm all about. Like, I feel it's important for us to share our stories, the people that have the comfort level to do so, because, you know, because it helps people realize I'm not completely alone. Yeah, it's not the exact same situation, but damn. So, yeah, I mean, it is what I'm here for. I want to help my, you know, it's therapy for me basically, and I always enjoy it, like, because I would, like I say, it sounds weird, it might sound messed up, I don't care. Because the reality is, I would not be the human I am today had it not happened, because my perspective changed at such a young age and created this extremely strong passion both with music and and the making an impact on purpose comes from the fact that this kiddo, my older brother, who's younger than me, 18, passed away. At his funeral, hundreds upon hundreds of people came to see us. We had no idea he knew that many people. And these people all had stories. And that's where it is. Like, we all make an impact on, we all make an impact on whoever we are interacting with on a daily basis, whether we know it or not. I don't think he knew. So, for those of us that get to wake up in the morning, let's make an impact on purpose. So that's why I tell my story. Steve, I feel the same about. Oh wait, I appreciate streamers. Okay, I do. Okay, I feel the same about. Sorry for your loss as when Americans say thank you for your service. It's different in the UK. We sign up for duty as a career, not as a patriotic thing, and it sounds hollow. Yeah, I don't. I think people mean it to. Bear with me. Mavis, I watch a music streaming couple that is half music, half therapy talk, and it's great. That's awesome. All right, correction. It happened in 2010, so Ren was 19. Mavis, I am a vet that served 4 years. Thank you for your service is still kind of awkward to me, also. Yeah. Gary, well, I enjoyed this time with everyone. Gotta go start cooking dinner. See you soon on the channel. Thank you for being here, Gary. Sunshine. Joe was his best friend. He met in his early teens. Ren had already been misdiagnosed, but wasn't super sick. Bedridden yet. It happened late at night. Jumped from a bridge, not far from Ren. 5 minutes from Ren. While he was sprinting there, he kept calling Joe. Busy signal at first. Good. Then phone disconnected the message. Bad. Ren beat himself up for years that he didn't run quicker. Oof. And that sucks. Like that's not, as a human who cares about our people, you you want to your brain automatically goes there, like beating yourself up for something that you truly had no control over. Unfortunately, as much as you wanted to. Pool. Hello again. Pool Hall Shark. Hello again. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to join this chat, but I just wanted to pop by, say hello, and thank you for your great reactions. Have a great week. Love you from love from Norway. Thank you for hopping in. Mavis, lots of lovely people from Norway, yes. Andy Schnell, I have heard your name a few times. Thank you for hopping in. I don't know if you are still here. But I appreciate it. Andy Schnell says, congrats, Jinx Media, on approaching 2K subscribers. Have a great. Enjoyed your first 2 reactions to Angelina Jordan. Thank you so much. Pool Hall Shark. I don't know what you're talking about right now, but I definitely feel like I'm missing out on something. Oh, okay. Pool Hall Shark, I was talking about we were talking about For Joe Ren, where he lost his friend. It's a song that he did. And I then started talking about the fact that when I was 12 years old in 1998, my brother was 18 and he was in a car accident, passed away. And that is why I am the human I am today and why I am doing what I'm doing today. What my goal is in life is to help people feel comfortable and with themselves, create a safe space. And I'm doing what I'm doing because of the massive perspective shift that I had when I was just 12 years old. Maybe she's getting hundreds a day at this rate. You'll love to see it. It's blowing my mind. Andy says, hey, Pool Hall Shark, great to see you. I am way behind. I'm okay with that. And like we were talking about, I won't always be able to catch up. But I still like to. I'm going to try at this current moment because it's not out of control. Also, sharing about mental and physical health is best. Our culture adds to suffering from our prideful omission and denial. Communication builds community. Absolutely. And that is what I am all about. Paul, there are many AJ angels out there. If they recognize a good reactor, this channel will get some support. If you mix them with other fan groups, I have no doubt there will be some success. Thank you. Mavis, communication builds community is such a great line. I 100% agree with that. All right, Andy Schnell says, hello to all Ren fans. He is a very inspiring artist, and I hope everyone who is suffering with mental illness will find the courage to seek professional help. 4 years of therapy here, and never wanting to stop. Just as a fun fact. Gerd, N.A. Hello from Norway. New subscriber. Angelina Jordan brought me to your channel. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing and welcome. I appreciate you. Andy says, great to see you. Andy, share this stream. Well, thank you for I always forget to say all that. Like, share, like, comment. I appreciate you. Mark Moore, Forjo is a combo of 3 songs. Noted. I think I've had that noted for a little bit. Eldred, thank you for reaction to Angelina Jordan. Like your reaction, and I like people talking about their lives, all sides. Best wishes. Thank you so much. DK, listening to another human that likes the same thing in the piece of music I've been listening and enjoying, send this great info of being not alone, both in good or bad stuff and bad stuff. I love that. Sunshine. I feel you, retired firefighter here. After 9/11 got tired of people thanking me. I knew it came from a good place. It always was gracious, just awkward. 100. I mean, I wasn't there. That was not, but it's just this, we know that it comes from a good space, but it is awkward when, these things, when that stuff comes up. Now, don't serve or things, so like I have never, but yes, it's a weird thing. Andy, I, along with many other Angelina Angels, are inspired to help reaction channels. We always suggest each channel do what they can to support the artist. Links in the description is one way. Oh, absolutely. That's the least I can do. And I do it all the time. Pool says, that's terrible to hear. Very good that you have a platform or two like this then to make change for the better. We all need that. Gigi, I'm an AJ fan and subscribe to your channel to witness your journey. Thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate you and everyone else who has subscribed and here for the journey, because it's blowing my mind. All right. Mavis, I saw Angelina the first time on AGT All Stars or something along those lines in the USA and went on to watch all of her vids. Sunshine, it's the rainy days that give us love for the sun. And if it isn't, I guess I'll be fine believing it does. An F. Is that a quote from NF? I have not discovered I've heard of NF. I have not listened yet. Steve says, Mavis, I served 87 and 91, including with the UN in Bosnia, and I left when I woke up to the fact that the army were being used as policemen. Andy, Angelina is more than a great musical artist. Her commitment to her help poor children is wonderful. She always performs barefoot to remind her of the less fortunate. I have read about that from the Amazing Angels and my comments and such, and a lot of background I'm still learning and still reading, uh, but she has blown my mind. Uh, and I am so happy to have fallen into this beautiful rabbit hole. Mavis, I spent a year transporting supplies from Afghanistan to Pakistan. I was a truck driver. I felt that sense of you are just a security guard pretty quick. Sunshine, yes, quote from a song just like you. Ooh, I will have to check that out. Scribbles, hey Andy and Pool Shark. Hi Jinx, glad you found Angelina. Well, thank you, Scribbles. Thank you for being here. Andy, I am not a fan of rap, but NF has a positive message and I respect that. I am a fan of a lot of things. And, oh, my light turned on because I moved. Actually, bear with me 1 minute. I'm going to turn this fluorescence craziness off. 1 moment, please. Too bright. Too bright. For me. I like darkness. Pool. NF is my favorite rapper. Very real and relatable. Gotta go now, guys. Take care. Thank you for being here. Patty, Aurora performs barefoot every time too, as I know. Maybe see a pool. Check out Harry Mack if you haven't. Gigi says, why do you have several mics in the back? Do you have a podcast or something? So I do not personally have a podcast. I am an audio engineer, and my clients, people I work with, are podcast hosts. So some of them record at home, I edit and publish. Others come to my studio. So behind me is my setup for my clients that choose to record here, and so that's all my setup. On the other side is my mix board that I use for when they are recording. And so yeah, that's what's there. I also have people come in to record audiobooks as well as some VO projects, voiceover. So yeah, this is my studio. Thank you, Gigi. Yep, that's the deal. That's the dealio. The weird things I say. There's a Harry Mack tribute to Ren video out in the ether somewhere where with Ren reacting to it. Oh my god, such. Oh my god. First, you're hilarious, Sunshine. From the start. Sunshine says if it would have been hilarious if you had some dude tied up in the background when lights went on and said nothing to see here. No, do not apologize for your sick sense of humor. It is fantastic. I greatly appreciate it. Mavis, oh yeah, Harry Mack did a rap for Ren when he was landed the #1 album in the UK. It was amazing. Ooh, how fun. See, look, Sunshine, yeah, we're enjoying. I know I am. All about the dark humor. Andy says the other artist I support on YouTube is The Warning, a hard rock trio of sisters from Monterrey, Mexico. Currently ages 23, 21, and 19. Their fourth album due out very soon. Not a bad song on their first three. That's awesome. Yes, I have had people request The Warning, and they are on my radar, and I very much look forward to it. So you will be seeing reactions of them from me at some point. Gigi, as an audio expert, you'll appreciate Angelina's performances. Perhaps you can even help explain how her TikToks recorded with her phone have such incredible audio. Mavis, Andy, I'll check them out. I watch a lot of musicians but don't know them. Also, have you discovered Diana A? I'm not going to try to say that. Another mind boggler. I have not. I have actually. I don't know if it was. I know I've seen them in my comments as a suggestion. So I don't know if that was you who suggested it. I know I've seen them in the comments though. Okay, so Scribble says, love The Warning. Yes, Gigi. Many want to know how she gets her clarity. I would have to, yeah, I guess I need to check out her TikToks. I have not gotten to that point yet. And I probably honestly want to know. Unless she has a specific, there are some microphones you can connect to your phone. The microphones back here are Procaster Rode microphones, and Rode makes a microphone that you can connect to your phone that does sound pretty good, so that might be what it is. I haven't even heard it, but I just know that there is one that helps make the sound on a phone sound really, really good. Stuart says, loving your reactions. More Angelina, please. From UK. Is that Stu? Oh yes, absolutely more Angelina to come. Many thanks, Mavis. I've seen The Warning live 4 times. They just posted on Instagram that their 19 shows in Europe in April are nearly sold out, and they are looking for bigger venues. That's so fun for them and everyone who follows. Micah Jones, hello. Gigi, I didn't know you were into The Warning that much. Also, check out her Can't Help Falling in Love. She's contralto with polyphonics. Contralto with polyphonics. Oh, yes. I've seen this in comments. I will absolutely be checking her out. Diana. Yes. Steve, one to listen to in your chill time. Don't react, though. Copyright strikes come fast from her label is Lorena McGinnett. She's definitely worth chilling out to. Ooh, thank you for the suggestion. One of the video that I could not get to clear the copyright strikes was I was trying to react to Tool Schism, one of my freaking favorite songs, and I really dove into a lot of stuff with it. But I tried a lot of things to try to clear the copyright, but it did not work. So I'm thinking as long as Patreon lets me post it, I that will be like an exclusive on Patreon. Unless I can maybe I can get away with doing a lyric version video of it. Andy, GG, LOL. Yes, they keep rather busy between Angelina and the warning. Scribbles, audio even outside on the street with cars driving by, but her voice just pierces through. Audio even outside on the street with cars driving by, but her voice just pierces through on TikTok. I assume you're talking about AJ on TikTok. She's got to have one of the microphones that connects to the phone. It can't be. It cannot be uh, just the phone speaker and microphone. Tom, thank you for being here. Thank you. Tom says found you through Ren. Real nice job. I appreciate it. Let's see, Mavis. From blue to green are my buddies. They stream and do music, beatboxing, singing, violin, guitar, piano. That's fun. Another good channel to check out. Duly or noted. Patty, just great music being suggested as far as I can tell. It's me. Hello. Thank you for being here. Diana is great vocalist with a very unique voice. Natural contraltos are rare. Am I saying that right? I should know. Contra, but I'm like adding an A. Contraltos? I don't know. Anyhow, I should know how to say that. All right, Mavis. Tool, Guns N' Roses are among the worst for getting pulled. Okay. Yeah, I was like bummed because Schism, man, I can get really geeky about. I've seen people do them though. I think that people are able to react to the lyric videos that they find. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. The H.U. Wolf totem is magnolia metal, throat singing at its finest. I like that your name is It's Me. I will make note of that. All right, Steve. That's so true, but I can never understand a word they are singing. All right, where are we? Oh my goodness. I've been on here for 2.5 hours. This is longer than the last one. What do you guys think? You want to keep going? It's a Mario. That's awesome. The Hugh has English subtitles for it. I don't know how to say that, Heelong. I have been recommended to check out. And look forward to it. Thoughts? Y'all, do you have any questions? Any questions? Do you want to keep going? I could keep going for a little bit longer. Anyways, we are the embodiment of Steve Rogers. We can do this all day. Scribbles, yes, also amazing throat singers. Steve, well, you did start the stream at sensible European time. This is true. I am like a 100% night owl, so me trying to get on any earlier than 2, maybe 1 would work for me, but yeah, I'm slow to move early in the day. But I wanted to make sure to try to get in a decent time for you guys. Mavis, I have nothing to do today. I'm here as long as you are. Uh-oh. I'm not good at ending things. Sunshine, did you see story about Ronnie not selling merch at Minneapolis Christmas show and calling out the venue stage for screwing over bands and taking a cut? Wouldn't let me send link. Sorry. No, I have certainly seen that. And so many people agree that he had every right to do so. Like, how badass, you know? Again, he's not afraid to say stuff that a lot of people are afraid to say. And he was just sticking up for and bringing light to a issue that a lot of artists have been dealing with. Andy, would you do some research before recording a reaction or prefer to react without any info? With Angelina, the level of art is so high, some context can improve reaction, in my opinion. There are times when I am thoroughly enjoying these reactions to stuff that I have not seen yet. And with that said, I want to do at least 1 week, once a week, do a deep dive of either songs that I already did a reaction to, but was seeing it for the first time, and then actually really get into the technical stuff and research the context and such, kind of like as a part 2, or similar to what I did with Falling in Reverse when I first started the channel 2 months ago. I love them and knew them and researched all sorts of things. So, like, if you were to watch my reaction to Watch the World Burn, Falling in Reverse, I dig into, like, meanings of scenes and different technical things. So, I like both. I like both. But it's been really fun doing these, like, first-time reactions. I just know that I can go much deeper. So I definitely get to do like deep dive days. DK, I will have to go soon, but thanks ever so much for great live. Look forward to AJ reactions and more. Thank you so much, DK. Patty, best time for Europeans. Noted. SG, marathon woman. It's fun. Oh yeah, early afternoon US is good for our Euro fans. I love it. Scribbles. Healing. Thank you. I appreciate. Healing in German also gets pulled, but yet maintain reactions. Their live stuff is quite the show and used many natural instruments. Ooh, that'll be fun to watch. It depends on whether you want to continue. I do. I'm not good at stopping things. Like, and if I'm having a good time, if I wasn't having interaction, I'd be like, all right, we're out. But y'all have been amazing. Tommy says hello from Sweden. Thanks for your great reactions. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate it. Sunshine, even some of his haters in the industry gave him props for that. Yeah, because it's a real issue. Mavis, I always prefer a completely blind reaction and then diving in with more vids. Yeah, I will definitely do like deep dive on whatever. I'm sure, and that's what I'm like. That's also an interesting like question because I want to do deep dives on stuff I already know, but maybe that's just what I'm doing. Like, what am I making sense? The ADD speak is really strong right now. Um, so I'm trying to think, yeah, deep dive into the things that I've already reacted to, but was reacting to the first time. I get to figure out what the heck. I guess I just call those deep dives, and those are the deep dives. And then anything else is um, that I know will just naturally be like that. I'll throw you on, or I throw. Oh my gosh, I'll throw you another with. Is it Ivor? Ivor? P. Good luck saying that. She's fantastic. Yeah. I was like, I'm not even trying the last name. P. EP. That's what we're going with. Yeah. I don't know what works in the US. Venues take a cut in the UK, but they also provide the concession stand staffing as well. It kind of depends on the venue. They do have yeah, that's I don't know how to explain it. I mean, most of them have their own concessions, but the goal is to have the band have their own like be their own vendor of their stuff without having the venue take a cut or not as much of a cut that they take. There's 25%, I think, and 20% is normal. Like a lot of venues take 20% or 25. Andy, a quick way to learn a couple things about the video you're about to react to is scan the comments on the video for ones with background information. Noted. I shall do that. SG, yes, Andy, background checks before an AJ reaction is much preferable, especially as it avoids embarrassing glitches. Glitches. Interesting. Mavis, Sweden, thank you for your hockey players. I love a Red Wings fan. Or love a Red Wings fan. All right, it's me. Thank you for being here and spending some time with us. Tip of the it's me says tip of the iceberg for your channel. It's me out. You have an awesome day. EP. Another that will sing right into your soul. Double Paul says, how do you think about double reactions? For with AJ, it's at times interesting to listen to the same song at different age with different accompaniment. But may reactors love to get it short. Many reactors love to get it short. I don't mind doing 2-in-1 at all. I think that reactors that don't like to do 2 or multiple in 1 uh tend to fear the length. To fear the length. Um like they're afraid that, it's too long for people to view or something. Nope. Nope. I I'm at this, that state of no, if I want to do it this way, I'm going to do it this way and we'll see what happens. The people who want to watch it will watch it. So yes, I am definitely up for that. That's a cool idea too. Sunshine, nothing like a live stream with one or two streamers in best northern Minnesota accent. So how about that winter storm? Jeez, it's cold. Oh, I said that already. Sorry. I can't do the accent, but that's funny. Minnesota. I have a Wisconsin friend. Uh Andy, thanks to the pandemic, I spent a lot of time watching music videos on YouTube, and being retired, I could spend a lot of time. I learned of Angelina when I needed her most, and then found the warning. I love that. Thank you for sharing. Tom, did you become an angel yet? Absolutely. The freaking first, like, 2 seconds of the first of the AGT Bohemian Rhapsody. She got me immediately. I would say, I mean, um, I was immediately intrigued. And then I think by the time she did the last line, that's when, yeah. Like, I was an angel without knowing I was an angel because I didn't know angels existed. um, so yes, Tommy, I am an angel. All right, Andy. Andy says, need to get going. Thanks for the stream, and I look forward to your future reactions. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I look forward to this community. I'm thankful for this community. Maybe it seems like an Angelina reaction draws a lot of folks from the region. Yes. Paul W. Good comment. Fly Me to the Moon is a good example. Her practice session with the QJ band is awesome. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, I had processing. Yes, I have, that's on my list as well. And I'm excited about that. The practice session with the band. Oh, I'm very excited to see that. Scribbles from Wisconsin. Cool. Buddy I know. My awesome human is Elkhorn, Wisconsin. All right, Sunshine. I'll let y'all go. Great stream, girl, and fun group of streamers. Props to everyone who pulled up. Hope to see you all more in the future. Thank you for being here, Sunshine. You are hilarious, and I look forward to having you on further live streams. Andy, spread love. Introduce your favorite artists to new people. I shall. Mavis says, son, come back again. You are a good user. I agree. Steve, well, it's almost 10 p.m. and adults gotta go adult and get stuff ready for work tomorrow. Really appreciate the early start time and catch you on the next video. Thank you. Thank you for being here and have a good night. Ah, where the werewolves are. By Alpine Valley. Yep. Edward, I suggest her interview in 2015 with Anne Lindmo proved to me that angels actually exist. I love that. Oh. So let's see what time it is here. Oh my god. I will give y'all 10 minutes if you want it. Um, and then I'm going to rest. The introvert in me, because it's very strong, is getting sleepy. Like I'm not physically tired, but the social drain is beginning, which is ironic because it's streaming like this. Scribble says, Beast of Wary Road, the dog man between been documented for a couple hundred years. Huh. Very interesting. I read that weird, but I understand what you're saying. Right. Paul, yeah. AJ interviews are interesting as well. Add some more layers to the overall picture. Absolutely. Also, for the Renegades here, um, I have not yet watched it, and I'm going to, I hope this week. The interview that Ren did with Charismatic Voice. First of all, I freaking love Charismatic Voice. Probably one of the very first reactors I fell upon a while ago. Actually, somehow via my kiddos' YouTube suggestions. All right, we got a few more minutes. Thoughts, questions. I'm just I am I think I, without questions, am complete. However, I love answering questions. Healing suggestion to start would be in Majin. Live from Lifa Show. Lifa Show. Lifa 2017. Noted. Thank you. Kriegsgalder. Kriegsgalder. SG says for introverts, read Quiet by Susan Kane. Very informative. I've actually heard of it, and I have yet to read it. And uh, I will probably get the audiobook version if it exists, because yeah, audio works best for me. Ironically, um, well. Excellent. I have a few things on the list to do just on my own. Yeah, there's definitely going to be stuff that I get to do without being on the YouTubes. Edward Edward, I am a audiobook fanatic. Yeah, I as soon as they became an option or I realized they were an option, that is the way I go. Cuz trying to read stuff like a book of any sort, whether it's fiction or not fiction, is a challenge for me. So it's nice to listen. Good night, Eldred. Thank you for being here. Oh, SG Quiet is a life-changing book. Well, then I need to get on that. Thank you. I know people have. You're not the first one to tell me this, actually. Oh, Edward. Yeah, the older I get, the harder it is to read books, which is sad. I just have never had I just have never had the ability to I can't even think of the word. Like I will read something and I'll end up having to reread it. Like I cannot retain what I have read. It's very difficult. Patty says, before you shut the stream, thanks to you in the chat for a great conversation. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and take care of yourselves. Thank you, Patty. Paul Wagner, thanks for the stream. Very informative and time flew by fast, which is a good sign. See you on your next AJ reaction. Thank you, Paul, for being here and enjoying and your support. And yeah, I'll be doing some more AJ soon. Gerd? It's late Norway. I have to say good night. See you in the next AJ reaction. Have a good night. Oops, first word German. I knew it. I got it. I got it. It's all good. It made sense. I love it actually. I think it's kind of fantastic. All right. So, it seems we are Oh, Stuart says, "Love your reaction, more Angelina, please." Yes. There will be plenty more Angelina, and I cannot wait. All right. So yeah, I'm complete. And let's see if I successfully and properly shut down the live, cuz I didn't quite do that last time. Yes, Scribble says bye everyone. Well, I want to say thank you to everyone who was here from the from start to finish, however long you were here. I appreciate you. And your support in this community. And we were just celebrating you. All right. I did say I had a. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so you. Hello again, Jay. Yeah, I know. I've been on here a long time. I have 1 minute and I need to just shut off the stream. Ooh, that's. I listened to Jan something books voiced in Swedish actor with a baritone voice. That would sound fantastic. Double feature and TikTok would be AJ Singh's Yellow Brick Road. Good night. Shine on. All right. Thank you all for being here. Super excited for whatever is going to be happening with this channel, and know that there is many, many, many reactions to come. Those AJ, Ren, Chinchilla, like just a massive list. So, thank you for being here. Good night, good morning, good evening, whatever it is. And I'll see you on the next one. Let's see. Here.